You're shining like a diamond in the night sky.
I hope not.
Whatever the reverse of a solar eclipse is, that's what you are, because the sun gets even brighter.
I hate you.
Welcome to Cleveland, America. That is all. Enjoy the show.
Maybe that edible is not done working its way through.
I don't think it is. I think it's.
I feel like
Silly Pants is fun though.
I told myself I kind of felt weed. I was gonna be weed in my 40s guy, and then I didn't see. And then I was like, we're not gonna become guy that does weed once and then talks about it all the time. Then lo and behold, fucking dickhead eats edibles every weekend for a month, and now it's all. I'm like, I don't even have a hangover. It's like I don't even feel the
Because
hangover.
it's great. It's great.
I get a body high. I don't feel compelled to text exes.
Yeah.
I just go to bed.
Getting sober, but not.
You just get really into whatever you're watching. You're like, oh, okay.
No, I mean, like, that's the thing is, like, I just don't do anything out of character. Like, I'll just continue to watch, TikTok videos where, unreasonable sandwiches are being made.
Oh, man.
But then it just,
I could go for an unreasonable sandwich right now.
yeah, dude, it's...
Give me a good one. What's a good one you saw?
Fuck, there's so many. There's a lot of, the trend right now is steak sandwiches.
Welcome to Cleveland, America.
It's not a serious place.
It's
All right,
not.
tell me about some sandwiches. I'm hungry right now.
Right now, the trend is steak sandwiches.
Okay.
You take a nice flank steak. Like this one dude made he took a baguette and then he made some kind of sauce, and it was just the sauce and the steak. And I'm like, motherfucker, I go, where's the cheese? Where's the onions? He's like, we don't need it. Where we're going, just was straight up a baguette that made that sound.
Yeah.
And then they do it's the food equivalent of slapping your dick on a chick's vagina before you have sex, where they scrub the knife on the hard bread.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, okay, here it comes, and it's
ASMR.
Yes, it's that shit where you're not watching it to actually learn how to make anything. You're just kind of getting cucked by some dude that can make way better sandwiches. Yeah.
Sandwich cooking.
And I'll tell myself, I'll go spend $60 at the grocery store. I go, okay, this motherfucker can do that. I'll do it right now. And then I'm like, this doesn't look anything like that. And I don't also, whatever. But big steak sandwich is having a moment on TikTok. I like watching Owen Hahn and Salt Hank are my two dudes to just geek out and watch sandwich videos.
I've been on a BLT kick of late. That's been my...
Let's get into it. Tell me more.
Just going to...
Tommy, do you know what goes in a BLT?
I do. I honestly, that's one thing I do miss, but there's a place in Akron called Nom's that has an actually decent vegan one, and it's rice paper bacon, which is the closest that I've gotten in any other flavor. It gets the most crispy. It gets the most crispy that way.
That's the thing. Is I like a nice, thick, crispy bacon.
Yes.
There you go.
Nice.
But I was hankering for one last week, and everything was closed because it's Easter, so I had to go to Arby's.
Mm-hmm.
So they came through, man. They came through. Arby's is no joke.
I honestly normally don't like tomatoes unless it's a fresh tomato on a BLT.
I don't know why that's so funny. Because a BLT is the one sandwich, the beauty is the simplicity of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's you could make, that's the closest I can come to making one that looks like an internet sandwich is a BLT.
And I would have got, but I just hate cooking bacon at home because it's so fucking messy.
I also don't ever want to eat more than 3 pieces of bacon. Even on a BLT,
Not a BLT, I want you to load it up. I don't want it to be like a Sliman's BLT, with
I've never had one at Sliman's.
No, I didn't mean I just mean Sliman style of
7 pounds of bacon.
I want there to be bacon in every bite. That's all.
Bacon in every bite.
Damn, now I want a BLT.
It's time for Tommy. Well, give up veganism.
WrestleMania's tonight. You can get some sort of vegan meat slices,
right?
I don't know that I've had a BLT from there.
I mean, just everything I've had from
and their
been
bacon,
really good.
They have I forget what kind of bacon they have, but it's not my choice. Okay. It's more chewy. It's good, it's not bad, but it's not
the
BLT.
Yeah.
Bacon.
I need crispy bacon for a BLT.
Yeah.
I don't mind because then it turns into pork belly and it's something else.
That's different.
And I'm not a big pork guy. I don't like people.
I should try Black Market Meats though, because that's a straight up vegan deli. I wonder if they have anything.
I don't know, and if they're interested in sponsoring us, maybe we could find out more.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
I would
No,
love to do
no,
a vegan bacon taste test episode. That'd be fun.
no, that was
yeah.
they do. Based on the signage of that place alone, I'm like, yeah, I would check that out.
Yeah.
But there's that, and there's Green Kitchen over on,
Love
which is
Green
all
Kitchen.
vegan. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I just don't think I've seen bacon.
I keep toying with the idea of like, because I did a month of vegetarian a few years ago, and I was like, okay, I can do this. And now I think I want to give like a month of veganism a try.
It's easy, do it. I got you.
Seem that easy.
We'll talk. You tell me like what you normally eat
It's
in a day, and I'll see what you can sub.
I think
like a raccoon, man.
No,
I think you go one or two directions.
you can still eat like a raccoon, just vegan.
Yeah, like you're gonna go one or two directions if you go vegan, where you're literally eating 400 calories a day and you're not eating anything, or you eating some high test junk.
Straight up,
Just
yeah.
Oreos all day.
Yeah, like straight because like
It's all processed.
dude. Yeah, I mean, like I would pick Cleveland vegan donuts over any kind of donuts in the fucking Northeast Ohio area or anywhere. Yeah, just because there's no animal products in it doesn't mean they can't cram some fucking calories.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's some sorcery going on out there in the fucking world. Case in point, Ohio Pico.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love I love Ohio Pico. And I had one. I got one. Not last week, but maybe the week before, I think. And it's one of those things where like I just buy it, and then like I have a slice like every half hour till it's off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna have one, and then like I'm like, that was good. You know what? I can have one more, and then it's like eventually just gone, and it's so fucking good.
My man Nick is a fucking wizard, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I benefit financially from that whole establishment, but even if I didn't, I would ride hard as fuck for the pizza there.
Dude.
It's the
I
best.
don't benefit financially, and it's actually probably killing me. But it's so good.
Dude, it's Nick's life's passion and dream is quite literally being lived out every day of his life at Ohio Pico. Just fucking stretching out dough, fucking throwing some garlic oil on there, and there
Sounds
you go.
sexual.
I mean, anything can be
Stretching out dough.
just stretching out the dough and then fucking it like
You
what?
ever have straight sex, but you were so in love it felt like gay sex?
Yeah. I'm the gayest straight man in the fucking world. Like when I never. Oh, dude, I get way into like the running my fingers through the hair. Like I don't have sex, I make love.
Yeah, like that's I had a weekend of love.
Oh yeah, you did. Yes, you did. My guy,
so nice.
my fucking guy. Was like saxophones playing and shit.
Yeah, actually, it was.
Did you guys argue about the Oscars afterwards?
She put on. She's like, play an R&B playlist, and so I did. And I just put on shuffle, and the first song was "Scrubs" by TLC, which is not a horny song. Not a horny song at all. But we were just so ready to go. They were like, yeah, it's fine.
No, yeah, your boner was overcoming any like. Scrubs is actually an anti-sex song where she doesn't want your number.
Get him out of here.
But I'm not a scrub, so I could fuck.
He's not hanging in the passenger side.
Yeah,
best friend ride.
Yeah, but she's complaining while you're there. So what does that say about you?
I don't know. Well, it's
you guys and your sex playlists.
What, do you not have a sex playlist?
No,
Do you
just Deftones.
Well, that's
That's not a playlist. That's just shuffle.
Or do you just have digital bath on fucking loop and just like
essentially?
That one night we had a sex playlist.
One night we had a sex.
We had a sex. We had like an R&B playlist going, but the night before we were watching Is It Cake, and then things just got. So just like Mikey Day being like, "Is it cake?"
What did I try?
And I got these cakes in my hand.
Is it cake? Just like before it's like, oh, my dick's so fucking hard right now. It's frosting everywhere.
Well, sometimes you just. I'm trying to think like you're not gonna take time to like switch it up because you're just. In the moment.
For sure.
The least sexual media that was being consumed when I had sex was we were watching the Flamin' Hot movie, which was dramatization of Flamin' Hot Cheetos being brought to market, and then for some reason I just was like, I'm making my move now because I'm not watching a whole fucking movie about. I'm not sympathizing with how a dude became a billionaire because he figured out white people like spice.
A little bit.
Kind
A
of.
little bit. Enough. No, the movie was about he felt the Mexican market, the Latin market was not.
Thank you.
The Latin market was not being served enough, so he invented the flaming hot flavor profile, and then he became a billionaire.
Yeah, that's incredible.
But I don't like that's what as best I could tell. I was too busy fucking.
Laying it down.
You know, and then the opening credits ended, and I was done, and I was like, okay, let's watch the rest of it.
Sex goes back.
Ooh,
Sex goes back.
Sometimes it goes long.
Yeah, I'm more of a long sex guy.
No, sometimes if you're not good at it, someone's like, "Are you done? Are you done?"
Oh, yeah. Well,
It's been 4.5 hours.
That's too long.
And then I realized we're not even having sex. We're just watching Oppenheimer.
Oh. Did you fall asleep during that?
I fell asleep like 6 fucking times.
Dude, I keep trying to I'm gonna give this movie a chance, and like the soundtrack of it, just that. I'm like, no, fucking hate this. I hate it. I don't care.
I didn't hate it.
It's not a bad movie. It's just not. I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. I was not expecting it to be like.
Technically, it's a perfect movie, but like, I just don't care about it.
No, dude, like, I'm sorry. It's like it's for the same reason I didn't watch Schindler's List or any other like historic procedural heavy fucking drama. Because I'm like, I get it. This is bad. I don't really feel like I don't give Robert Downey Jr. his Oscar. And it's all move on. I go, Oppenheimer did not have this much sex. Women were not this wet over a dude being this good at math back then. I know electric guitars had not been yet invented yet, but there's no way. There's no way.
When did electric guitars get invented?
50s, 60s? I should know this. I don't.
It's got to be before the 60s.
I don't know.
It's got to be.
You'd think just because I was in bands doesn't mean I know shit about music. I think.
I think it's before.
Let's go to the Google.
Yeah.
Do your Googles on that.
When did electric guitar?
I'm gonna guess 1952. That's
1931.
What the fuck? So
yeah, because like there's
so Oppenheimer was definitely not getting his dick that wet because there was already electric guitars. Okay, women were not like getting that fucking spun off fucking nuclear fission or whatever. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Have you ever listened to a dude talk about quantum physics and you're just kind of like, I have to go to the bathroom. Like no, you don't.
All right, would you rather fuck Oppenheimer, or Einstein?
Oppenheimer. I mean, looking wise.
No, we're not. Okay, try to divorce yourself of Cillian Murphy playing Oppenheimer.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Actual Oppenheimer. Who doesn't probably look close to Peaky Blinders as fucking... And maybe Einstein was hot, dude.
I don't know much about Einstein.
We weren't there. I think
he was kind of silly, wasn't he?
He was way sillier than Oppenheimer.
I'd fuck Einstein.
Yeah, you like...
No, here's like here's both of them together.
I mean,
Oppenheimer's way more Birdman looking.
I mean, I don't mind a Birdman, but
yeah, I know you don't.
I don't mind any man, but
don't mind any man.
Don't mind any man.
Yeah, no, probably Einstein because he was silly and autistic as fuck.
Yeah, I think he was dyslexic.
I love it.
I'm dyslexic.
Why don't you start doing some smart shit in your life?
I'm too dyslexic.
Oh,
I keep doing dumb shit. I want to do smart shit. I just do dumb shit.
Didn't get hit with that right amount of
there's not
Lexia slacks. Hit that, get slexed out.
Slexed out.
Are we gonna start making fun of dyslexic people the way we just all kind of glommed onto making fun of autism?
Yeah, the next one, yeah.
So everybody,
Lex are over here.
Can we talk about this real quick? Like, because we went from being very sensitive and aware of autism to just like white women were on the internet like my autism just told me I'm not going to Bed Bath & Beyond. Like you're no, like
I mean
that's honestly any fucking mental health.
Yeah,
that just
what's all the people that were like, I can't help it. I got OCD. It's like, no, you're
OCD, ADD, ADHD, autism.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the other one?
Is one that
BPD.
Borderline.
Okay, borderline is bipolar. So BPD is borderline.
Yeah.
And then if you're bipolar, you just say you're bipolar.
Usually,
You don't say BPD because bipolar
no, because
disorder.
it's two different things. Yeah.
Borderline personality disorder is it's
often from trauma, not where like bipolar could be. I mean, that could also stem from that, but that could also be like genetic. And
are we allowed to make fun of them yet?
We can make fun of everybody.
Whoever.
Yeah, just make fun of them. Just do it with love.
No, it's I can't figure out a funny way to do that.
Make fun of.
I get groans at my suicide jokes on stage. I'm not venturing into trying to making fun of autism and shit like that.
I mean, it takes a delicate
walk before you can run.
You'll figure it out. And also, like, I was in Columbus all weekend doing shows for Don't Tell Comedy, which are like really, really fun shows. And the funnest part is they're like good comedy fans, but they're also, it's definitely more on the liberal side, especially in Columbus.
More progressive than around here?
In Columbus? Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because Columbus is
so gay.
It's so gay, and it's so like it's doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose compare it to like your usual, like we'll call it the Tremont crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like a little bit better educated, like a little like
they shower more.
There was no.
Often.
Well, I mean, just like talking to people, like everybody was like an accountant or a lawyer. Like these people like got money. Like it's not like.
Oh, they're gentrifying down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, well, I mean, I've been doing comedy 20 years, and going to Columbus is one of the things. Like every time I go there, it's more and more just more restaurants, more culture, more like there's so much happening. There's not as many dead spots in that city like there used to be, whereas Cleveland still has a lot of. There's some sketch, not much sketch around here, but okay, this is funny in a way.
Oh no!
I was in a neighborhood that looked decently nice, and then I saw a Wendy's that was closed down, and I was like, "Why's that? How'd that Wendy's go out of business?" You know why? The one where the guy got shot in the drive-thru by the cops.
Oh, the guy got shot. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Oh, damn.
That's the one they burned down.
Talk about taking some spicy nuggets to the chest. Too soon.
Years ago, it's fine.
But
they were cool. They were cool audiences, but they were also like I could really step on the gas on some of my more offensive and edgy material, and they just didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
It's real fun. I got some good clips coming up.
When you're confident in getting it across and over the stage to people, and then you're kind of just like, you take this however you're going to take it. I mean, like that's the best feeling.
The way I opened my sets last night, there was two. The host was black, and then the guy before me was black, and then I went up in my 3-piece suit, and I go, doesn't look good being a guy in a 3-piece suit after two black guys come up here. Looks like I'm about to be like, and let's start the bidding.
Did you say that?
I did.
How'd it go over?
Pretty good.
Did it?
Yeah, it was pretty. But then on the second show, a guy like raises his hand. He's like, I'm like, don't bid, motherfucker.
Alley-oop. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
It was a great.
Did you partake any cuisine down in Columbus?
White Castle.
You didn't get over to like Wario's or anything like that?
No, because I went to one place. What was it called? I can't remember what it was, but like Thursday night, went out with some comics and we got dinner. And then Friday, I just hung out at the hotel and worked all day. So I didn't really. Oh, you know, I got the hotel was right next to a Walmart, so I got a Walmart rotisserie chicken.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Like I lifted that day, so like I was just like. Protein done, and it was like me and Whoopsie, just like one for me, one for you, one for me. She was having the best.
That is some fucking aggressive behavior on the road. Because Columbus has some sick food spots.
I know, but it just wasn't like a food type of weekend.
No, I get it. Like,
and then
Saturday,
we just had like Friday they gave us pizza. And it's just like, I don't know, then Saturday we had White Castle.
No,
just,
nothing wrong with that. How long
it was so late. when I didn't really
Yeah.
eat during the day. Like it was just kind of like one of those things where wasn't eating a lot.
How long did you make it from eating the White Castle before you were parked on the toilet?
Dude, it was a regular time because I didn't go crazy.
No shit.
Shit.
I had
Mid
mhm.
shit maybe.
You're good. You're good. Yeah,
I
you're
had
good.
4 sliders, and that's all I had. And
Yeah, and 4 sliders is about what like a normal burger from somewhere else would be. No, the last time I just feel like I don't like I like White Castle. I don't go ape shit for White Castle, but if you're near Columbus, you're kind of duty bound to eat, right?
It's kind of
it's like
especially because it was 11:30 at night. It's like what else are we?
Yeah.
Like I don't want Taco Bell right now. I can get White.
It's like if you're on the West Coast, it's like yeah, you kind of gotta go to In-N-Out.
Yeah,
I like In-N-Out better than White Castle, but you know what I mean. And so on my way home last time from Columbus, I had White Castle, and I bought. I want to say like $18 worth of food. I ate maybe $11 of it, and then I'm like,
I didn't even like it because I got it delivered, and that was a dumb idea. I could have just gone and picked it up and probably saved $20, but
no,
once
dude.
you're in your hotel,
What's the point, dude?
Sometimes, yeah,
you're just like, no.
Dude, when you're in the hotel room and you don't have to leave the hotel room to eat, like that's a special. Like I'll never be a billionaire, but that's as close as I'll feel to being like wealthy. Is like that feeling, you know. But yeah, I didn't. When I ate White Castle, I don't think I made it to the next fucking highway exit. Before I was pulling over and finding the sheets.
Like I had no problem with it. So
I'm happy for you, man.
Now the day is young.
Mm-hmm.
It's been less than 24 hours. It might show up.
No, you're good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. You're.
You don't know.
Yeah, you're back on
I have
schedule.
a hard time going to the bathroom on vacation, so maybe it is.
Because you're away from home.
Yeah.
It's not like your body, you're like, there's like a weird poop adrenaline your body has, but it's like, we don't know.
That's like
the
lay of the land.
It is, yeah.
Whoopsie kind of gets that too, because like it takes her like a full day before she'll poop when we go on the road, and then when she does, it's just like, let's go.
Not Harvey, man. Harvey will do that shit right in the coffee shop sometimes. I would never scold my dog, but man, I walked his ass to the coffee shop, which is like maybe like a half mile from my house. He had
plenty of time.
20 minutes to fucking drop anchor. He peed 30 million times between my home and the coffee shop. We get in the coffee shop, man, he doesn't even play around. He walks directly over to like the wall and just pops one out.
No.
And then I'm like, it's like I, of course, feel like everyone in the coffee shop was watching.
Of course.
No one was. I snatch him up like a football and tuck him in my arm, and I just like turn beet red, scoop the shit up with and he poops like a cat. So it's not like, thankfully, it wasn't like a disaster, but I'm like, all right, buddy, you're in air jail until I get my fucking
air jail.
coffee.
Do your dogs take mountains of?
They
have to be.
We hire somebody to pick up my shit because.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was like one winter where I'm like when winter was over, I'm like,
come like once a week.
Yeah.
It's like it's shit cleaning time.
I get a text every fucking Thursday saying it's autumn from blah 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 blah. We're on our way.
That's amazing.
Me and Tommy were talking about the size of her dogs last night. She has literally what 185-pound dog.
Charlie's 170 and Drama's 185.
So these dogs are literally the size of like adult men.
Over like 60
And they probably crap like homeless men.
Yeah.
Like on the sidewalk, right? Wild.
Setting up poop cleanup was like the best thing I've ever done.
That's a
worth the fucking money.
That's a good place to be in your life where you can afford to have
just pick up my shit.
You know what's not a good place to be? When you have to clean up someone else's dog's poop for money.
Yeah.
Oh no, who might have judged that? Maybe those folks are probably.
Yeah, they're probably.
To be fair, like ever since we moved in, it's been the same 2 people. Yeah. So like clearly they have a decent time. The one lady even brings her dog sometimes and lets the dog go in our yard. I'm like, how do you know my dog's not there? But okay.
That's a little weird. I mean, the thing is, I guess it's not a very competitive contractor market where if you're willing to go into business, like people aren't shopping around for poop scoopers, right? Like once you find someone that's going to do that once a week,
they're reliable, then hey.
Well, can I ask how much a service like that costs?
I think it's like $20 a week or something, and and they take the shit too.
Oh,
that's for my 2. That's for my 2 dogs.
But they don't like bundle it up and leave it like.
Well, you can. You I think I pay an extra couple bucks for them to take the shit.
Like dump it somewhere else.
At the last house we had a garbage outside that we would just let them put it there, and then we would eventually get rid of it. But then we're like, oh no, we're just.
Yeah, I remember.
You can have the extra couple bucks.
So that's how they get you. They're like, for an additional $10.
We'll take it away.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah?
Yeah, it feels like the marketplace is not yet competitive enough. It can identify a gap in there. You
Wait,
know,
oh, you're
A
gonna
poop
start.
I'm gonna start poop scooping, dog.
Scooping. All right.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do like TikToks, and I'm gonna do fucking videos on why like my competitors don't scoop poop correctly. Because have you ever like followed like dog trainer, the dog trainer corner of social media?
Only Tim Cornette.
So like that's a very competitive marketplace right now.
Sure, yeah.
Because especially in gentrified areas, because everyone's got dogs and money, right?
Yeah.
So like I follow a couple dog training agencies or whatever, and they all do like the podcast like content in the reels where you're like, I don't think you're actually talking to somebody right now, but they're pretending to. And they all talk shit on their competitors like methods for training and stuff, and it turns into like this wild rabbit hole of, and I don't doubt, by the way, that they know what they're talking about. Like, I'm not saying they're just making up quackery, but they're also all very much like general contractors. Like, nah, they're like, this guy thinks a prong collar is the way to go, and here's why you want to do this, and it's like that whole.
Well, that's the one thing. Like, I know, like,
fucking throwing rocks today.
Sorry.
The one thing that I know is like positive reinforcement training is like the way, like I see more benefit in that.
Yeah.
It takes a little longer, it seems like, but it seems like a happier dog in the end.
It honestly just depends on the dog, I feel like. Like, I don't think any of those are wrong. Like, the prong collars work for some dogs. If it's gonna, like, Charlie gets a front clip. When he was a puppy, he got the front clip harness because, like, he would drag me, but the front clip would, like, turn him. But I know that didn't work with Scarlet because, like, she was just a different
I have to wear double prong collar and the muzzle on Harvey, like the Bane mask. He's just so vicious in public.
Are you serious? I can't. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. Is he? I mean, I
don't know. my poor Harvey. I had to fill out an incident report at his daycare last week where I walked in and they all kind of just like, can we talk to you real quick? And they go, yeah, what's up? By the way, my dog is literally a 14-pound dachshund. So important note. So they slide over a sheet of paper to me over the counter, and it says in big letters, incident report. And I go, the fuck, did he go to steal something from Walmart? Like, so then it goes, Harvey bit another dog's ear. So I read it, and I kind of was like, I don't have kids. Then I just kind of looked down at him. I go, did you discipline Harvey? And they go, well, we had to put him in a separate pen for the day. I go, Harvey? And he goes, no, the other dog. I go, so you didn't like, you didn't address this with Harvey? And they just literally look down at my wiener dog who's just like running around in circles off leash. They just go, look at him. I go, I'm like, I'm not suggesting you should. I figure if a dog bites another dog, you have to take the offending party and like quarantine him or whatever.
Yeah, I don't fucking victim blame. God damn, Jesus.
No, but like they just were like, what are we supposed to do with this? And I go, I hear you. I was like, I didn't want you to scold him, but I just didn't. I wasn't. This is new territory.
Like, what do you do? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's like I'm in the car with him, and I go, all right, so like, who started?
Not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Was he asking for it, Harvey? You know,
you just seen what he was wearing, Dad.
And then I kind of like just was like, I go, I didn't want to sell my own dog out to them. I was like, well, you know, like the eclipse is coming and shit. So it's change of seasons. It's a little, come on.
Oh, I got eclipse glasses for you guys, and I forgot to bring them.
I already have a pair.
Okay,
got them off of Amazon.
Oh, I got MMS one.
I'm raw dogging it.
Oh, nice. That's even cooler. Yeah.
I'm raw dogging it.
Please don't. I have some. Okay.
I just want to feel it all.
I want to feel the burn.
Yeah, I want to like just know what it is to be part of the black outside. How funny would it be if it's cloudy tomorrow for the eclipse?
No, probably will be.
I'm not even trying to be a hater. Like, I'm genuinely curious to see this fucking thing, but it's also like, it's only going to last for 4 minutes.
It's supposed to be partly cloudy.
Partly cloudy.
Oh my God, guys.
Good fucking Lord, lady.
Burpee.
Sorry. That was it.
Who you guys got in the Final Four today?
Caitlin Clark.
A lot of shit. I mean, we're in Cleveland, America, so like we have the home opener tomorrow with the Guardians. We have the Final Four.
Well, by the time this one comes out, it's going to be over for a week.
That's something to talk about, though.
Yeah.
Oh, this comes out next week.
Yeah.
Well, fuck me then.
Yeah.
Nice. We are all burping.
Very burpees.
I didn't even know
when'd you guys get Lone Star beer? Because I'm very excited about this.
I think I've had that for months.
Really?
Yeah.
We had it. because this is what Matthew McConaughey drank in the first season of
True Detective.
And it's like, I'm impressionable.
Time is a flat
Looks
circle.
cool. Looks cool to drink.
I think we did.
It's a great bottle.
We did a special a few months ago. I know at least since then we've had it. But yep, we have it at Old 86, affordably priced to move like everything else in this fucking bar.
No.
Hell yeah.
All right, what are you guys doing for the eclipse? Are you guys doing anything?
We're not going to be.
I gotta go to the baseball game.
Oh, like us personally.
Are you going to be there for the eclipse though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm jealous, honestly.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You can just literally walk up to an unobstructed area of sky and just stare up and see it.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a better part of town to be in to see it, right?
I mean, probably not. As long as you're not like in a, like I said, as long as you have an unobstructed view, you'll see just fine. Because everybody, like at my building, they're letting people up on the roof. I'm like, you can probably see just as good down in the grass. Like,
actually, the roof's probably your roof's probably.
Roof is probably.
I would probably try to hit the. Well, you're gonna be at the game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I get like roof bars doing stuff too. Like that's cool, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. We'll see if it is gonna be as crazy as everybody say it is. Because like it's supposed to be.
Bring a shit ton of money.
So many people.
Yeah.
But we'll.
I mean, I could tell you, like, yeah, driving around trying to get to the gym from my house was a fucking chore because there are a ton of people in town.
71 was packed.
Yeah, man.
People coming north.
And motherfuckers around here, I'm not trying to sound boomerish, motherfuckers around here already don't know how to drive.
Right. It's true. Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, that'll be done for a week. I mean, the whole earth could be burned to a crisp.
You might not
by
even
this
get
time
this episode.
you get this episode. So I don't know.
Always.
I've never seen we've never seen a full eclipse in our lifetime, right? Solar eclipse.
I have. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They say
have?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
I don't know the difference. They're like, oh, this isn't going to happen again for forever. But I feel like we've had eclipses.
Right, but then they're like, there's this one that's like just like I feel like they just like hyping up eclipses.
I mean, which is cool.
Right.
But you don't need to say it's like the last one.
Big weather out here once again, trying to pull one over on you.
Fucking lying and shit.
Are you gonna smoke weed for the eclipse?
I'm gonna say no because I'm working.
Are you in theoretically, would you smoke weed?
Oh, I would absolutely do that if I was not working during those hours. Honestly, though, my work's really cool. We're based in Akron, but they're not letting people work after noon. Like they can work from home, but like they don't want anyone driving just as like safety.
I'm gonna be driving like the wrong side down the freeway because I don't feel like anyone's gonna be on the freeway. Mm-hmm. I'm also gonna drink a gallon of Jameson before I do it, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay, maybe don't.
Maybe
don't.
What if tomorrow's the first day and like the eclipse is like I was like, let's try acid for the first time.
Ooh, you should.
No, God, barely handle weed. Imagine me on fucking acid. No thanks.
Have you ever done mushies?
No, dude, I'm real good with like booze, like. But like when it comes to mind-altering substances,
mushrooms wasn't very mind-altering for me. I just giggled.
You just giggle. Like mushrooms. Yeah. Mushrooms is like a edible plus, but it's like the best parts about it.
It's so gay.
I
love it.
So gay.
It's so gay.
It's so good. Like the first time I did mushrooms, I did a good amount, and it's just like me and I was married at the time, and we just giggled and like played. Like it felt like we were like little kids just playing. Like it wasn't like anything crazy, and like we just kept looking at the cat and be like, "Your cats are crazy."
Yeah, I never felt like out of control or anything. It was just very giggly until like the end. Then my stomach hurt.
Yeah, and then I got
bad.
That's the only thing about like weed and that kind of stuff is I don't really want to be around other people when I do it. Like it's not like a social.
Well, you find like one person that you're like, okay, this is a person that
your
trust
guide
to do with it.
I don't know. I also don't want to become dude that never shuts the fuck up about like ever since I tried mushrooms.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily do that. I've only talked about it when it's brought up.
No, but you guys are more measured and well behaved adults than me, where you're able to not make your identity stuff like that.
Oh, hi, dog.
Oh, hi, dog.
Oh,
hi, doggy.
Do we have any topics that we were actually supposed to talk about this?
Sure. I don't think so.
I don't know. Let's get in. Let's fucking
buying drugs.
Buying drugs. Okay, we kind of crushed that.
Yeah, and then the Browns moving. I don't care about that. Like the Browns should be downtown. There we go. That's done.
I don't agree. I mean, I don't have a problem with them moving potentially to Brookpark. I don't.
Brookpark is where?
Brookpark.
Brookpark. I feel like downtown makes more sense, but I'm also not a sports lady.
You guys want another?
Oh, yes, I'll do another.
Oh, yes,
I'll do another.
Oh, yes,
Yes, sir. Can I have some more?
Please, sir. I'd like some more.
Can I have some more?
Can the microphone pick me up from over here?
Yeah,
it's on you.
It's on you.
It's on you.
I think
you don't have to talk louder either.
It's just attached to you.
Anyways, I would rather them build a dome near the frickin' airport Crazy Horse than another shitty open air stadium downtown on the lake.
I just want the dome downtown because I like the idea of it.
I feel like you're not. You could have one or the other. The way that
they're billionaires, they got all the money.
They ain't spending their own money on that.
I know, but they can, and that's what they should do. Your Jimmy has them. You stole a bunch of money from truckers. You need to do the right thing and build a dome. Build the dome downtown, not Brookpark.
Because if there's one thing I know about professional sports franchise owners, is that they always make decisions with the normal man in mind.
Well, start now.
I just think like the way that it sounds like the realistic news, the way it's shaping out is there's either going to be another shitball open air stadium built right next to the existing stadium on the lakefront, or the Haslams bought literally like 200 acres of land in fucking Brookpark, and you're going to get like as close to a Jerry World as you're going to get in Brookpark, which I'd rather have that. It's nothing like, to me, it's like,
I just want a dome downtown. That's what I want.
I would, in a perfect world, I would agree with you. I think it's cooler. I think it's like a more of a spectacle, but realistically what you're going to end up getting is sort of like a massive Crocker Park domed stadium situation next to the airport in Brookpark. And then, it's not like Brookpark, Cleveland Burns. Well, it's not like back in the day when they had the Richfield Coliseum when the Cavs played out in buttfuck Egypt, and then you had to drive.
That was actually sweet because for when I was a kid, we lived in Medina, so you lived right there. It's like I was like, we're going to a Cavs game, awesome, and I was expecting to be somewhere going to a Indians game or Browns game, and we get in the car, and then my dad's like, we're here. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's so close.
I mean, I grew up on the east side suburbs of Cleveland, so it's like, it was a hike if you wanted to go out there.
For sure.
But like, selfishly, for me to drive to Brookpark, it's, I can ride my bike right now to Brown Stadium if I wanted to from my house, or I could take like a 15-minute Uber at best to Brookpark.
Yeah.
And then just get shit hammered and go to like, what's the other strip clubs in Brookpark besides the Crazy Horse? There's a couple. There's gonna be a lot more, I feel like, by the time this place opens.
No, I think it's gonna actually put an end to the strip clubs.
You think?
Because they're gonna want to make it more family friendly.
Well, I mean, like if you look at the proximity of like the ones in the flats to the existing stadium, I think you'll have something similar to that. Because
I feel like you get a lot of traffic after games at the strip clubs from the players, like
from fans.
Yeah, well, that too, but like I'm pretty sure I know strippers that.
Oh yeah,
got to give some nice dances when they won some stuff.
No, that's a confirmed moneymaker for like the women of those places that like just you get like dudes in Myles Garrett jerseys that aren't done drinking, pounding like Bud Lights, and they're just like they walk in, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. But the Brookpark thing, I forgot I was going with the Brookpark thing. Fuck. Oh, because if you build a dome too, the whole angle is.
Then you're going to bring other stuff in. So
you're going to bring potentially a Super Bowl in town, which if you thought like the Final Four generated money for the city or the county, like a Super Bowl generates hundreds of millions of dollars in a fucking week.
Yeah. And I don't think we get Super Bowl. I think, but we could get more concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah, just everything in general.
You can put stadium acts in there all year long, not just like the Rolling Stones once during the summer.
I don't think it's like a coincidence that like as soon as this news kind of all bubbling up about them potentially opening a dome, as they announced SummerSlam was going to be at the Brown Stadium and some others, because historically Brown Stadium has been used for literally 8 football games a year and maybe one Kenny Chesney concert every other year.
Right.
And now all of a sudden they're programming all this stuff because they're either going to get the city to foot the bill for a dome or they're going to move this whole thing out to Brookpark. Brookpark. Sorry. Let me get it right by the time this ends.
Now I kind of wanted to be in Brookpark just so I can say
Brookpark. I also like people, it's like people treat Brookpark like Parma, like everybody lives in like Beverly Hills or something. And I'm like, it's just more Cleveland.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I get the median income might be a few, like a little lower than.
Like that?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I get it that it's not like maybe the nicest place, but if you plop a fucking $2 billion complex down there, you can rest assured property value is going to go up.
So if we get the dome, what's the arena show? Not the, it's not an arena, it's a stadium show.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the stadium band that we want to see there?
You would probably be probably MGK. I feel like they would have like a grand opening concert.
I don't care about that.
No, I'm saying
not specific.
Yeah, like which one would you want?
I like Metallica there.
What would I want?
Yeah.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden. I don't even. Are they gonna fill?
Fuck yeah, they are.
Stadium?
They're like a Blossom act. Like they're like.
I know it's Blossom, but like you can do that at Rock and Mortgage. So you can do that in arena.
I'm saying though, like if you do like a traditional show, you're cutting off.
They could do a big like Sonic Temple there.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, Iron Maiden definitely has played stadiums.
Oh,
Rage.
for sure.
Rage
might be.
If Rage is, I think Rage is done though.
Yeah,
I think they're.
Are you sure?
I mean,
they're like Bane and fucking retired.
Bane has put out like 10 times more music than Rage Against the Machine in the last 30 years. Like Rage,
but they've also fucking.
I don't know
retired more.
Not to completely tangent. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Rage Against the Machine. That they've been one of the biggest mainstream bands in the last 30 years. They put out 2.5 albums.
Yeah.
They've toured over 30 years. I think maybe a sum total of 6 to 7 years or something. And I'm gonna get that number.
I got to see them, so I'm happy that I did.
I saw them twice. I saw them with Wu-Tang Clan, and then I saw them a couple of years ago
with Run the Jewels.
Yep.
I
love them, but it's also like, man, these motherfuckers do not like each other.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I think Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Like I don't like. I'm not an MGK fan, but I'm saying MGK would be a show to put.
And like a lot of the stuff that I like is not stadium level. Like
that's right. It's like there's like Foo Fighters,
but like again, they come here and do Rock and Mortgage and just fine.
So, but I'm saying you're gonna you're gonna move some of that stuff, and you're gonna just maybe you do Foo Fighters with like
Foo Fighters,
and Romo Fijo and Brookpark.
Brookpark Dome.
You got to think about like what they would probably do is they would take like a big arena band and do a co-headlining thing with another big arena band. That's kind of like two separate crowds.
Here's a good bill. You do Foo Fighters with Black Keys and we need a third band to bring it all together.
That's like that kind of band.
Like in that same genre, like maybe like
the Strokes.
See, I don't know if that's gonna bring. I mean, we need like one more that's like maybe a little outside that genre, but would bring people in.
Dave Matthews Band.
Man,
are they the ship band? Are they the ship band? What band?
That ship fell out of the plane or whatever. Yeah. I mean, wake up and bone. I would love to see the Foo Fighters on that.
Foo Fighters rule.
I saw Foo Fighters over the course of 2 months. I think I saw them 2.5 times.
Yeah.
What? I saw them at the House of Blues a few years ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I've never been like a fan of their music, but obviously talented. Like Good Life. Are they Good Life? Yeah.
Their whole thing is like they're the last big rock band.
Yeah.
Like they're it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like to bring it back to what we're talking about, they're like the one modern rock band of the last 25 years that could probably fill up a 50,000 seat stadium. You would have to do like The Boss, and then you would have to have like the Foo Fighters open or something like that.
Ooh, that would get me to go see Bruce Springsteen.
I saw The Boss for the first time last year, much thanks to my boy Will for hooking that up at Romo Fijo. It was incredible. But I'm also a Bruce Springsteen fan.
I'm like okay with Bruce Springsteen, but I think if on that line, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Here's what
they could do whatever the new iteration of Kiss is gonna be, where they just do like the hologram Kiss.
I saw them last year too. No, it's still all the original members besides Ace.
Yeah,
I think Peter might be replaced too, but it's still Gene and Paul.
And Paul.
How old are they now?
They're fucking in their 70s.
Yeah, they're old as fuck.
You could do Kiss. You would do what you're looking at is even beyond concerts.
See,
like he's probably gonna get a UFC. You'd probably do a UFC.
Yeah, we could do UFC there.
You'd probably be looking at like a Taylor
Final
Swift
Four
show.
could happen. Taylor Swift. It would be sweet if Linkin Park. If what's his face hadn't killed himself,
God damn.
Chester.
that would have been a good
Chester.
They would be there.
Commit suicide. Jesus.
I mean,
Yeah,
but not to get morbid, they could like Stone Temple Pilots went on with a different singer. Alice in Chains went on with a different singer.
I know, but it's not the same without Chester was such.
You're okay.
I mean,
you're telling me Lane Staley wasn't as special, if not more than Chester,
right? But again, they never like they can go out. They could definitely go out on tour, but I don't know if they're going to get an arena-size show, or not an arena, but like a stadium show without Chester, unless they get.
I don't think in 2024.
Guns N' Roses. They could probably do that.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses last time they 9 Inch Nails. Nine Inch Nails could do a dome show. You could do 9 Inch. I mean, 9 Inch Nails played a show with Black Keys, or no. They played a show with Todd Rundgren in Columbus. So that would be the kind of show you do where you take like
it's
a generational band like 9 Inch Nails and you take a sort of different decade generational act and you just go, hey, we'll make this work.
And we're also like firmly in rock, whereas there's a ton of hip hop and pop that could
Drake
would fucking because he sold out and sold out both.
Yeah. Drake you could easily do Drake, maybe Travis Scott.
Lil Wayne.
I'm a little out of my element with I don't listen to a lot of rap, modern
Beyonce.
rap.
Beyonce.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Beyonce very easily. I'm fucking saliva's flying. You could do Creed and Nickelback would fill the fuck out of the dome and burnt perk. I would go to that.
Yeah, but Creed, like, I feel like the tour coming up is kind of expensive, isn't it? Or not?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Trust me, I looked at. No, you could get like decent seats for like $100.
Oh, that's not bad.
In 2024, like
that's not bad.
Listen, I'm not paying to see Creed. Like if I get hooked up, I will go.
Right.
But I'm not forking over like Barbra Streisand money to see Creed. Barbra Streisand could fucking fill the dome in burnt perk. Barbra Streisand in Brookpark. Okay, comedians, Kevin Hart.
Yeah, but even that, like, they could do that, but
you'd have to like. It's just because you would have to be looking at probably like some sort of like EDM festival to feel like some kind of festival thing would do really well there because they're gonna have a ton of hotels and shit.
Scare me! Oh my god!
He loves EDM so much.
I know. He's like, yes.
Guy loses his mind about EDM
with all the drugs that
he's doing what I do now. Shit. I mean, because like you know. I don't like rock and roll. Just doesn't have the foothold on young people the way it used to. It's now.
But when you become a legacy band, and that's what I'm interested to see is like when that, like, I think it's starting to happen already, where some '90s hip hop. I mean, like Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men could probably do something pretty big if they teamed up with like Boyz II Men and Backstreet Boys. They could probably fill.
You'd have to package that stuff.
Yeah.
In 2024, especially.
Yeah.
You would have to like be looking at like.
Honestly, Limp Bizkit could probably with like in a package deal, like Limp Bizkit, headlining with Korn.
Yep.
Korn.
Yeah, you'd like a Woodstock '99 retread type thing.
I know, right?
I don't. For as much as I like nu metal, there are two bands I never a day in my life liked was Korn and Limp Bizkit. Never did. Korn kind of grew on me with age. I can acknowledge it. Like
Korn's one of those things where, like, when I hear like their most popular song, and when it gets to the and I'm like, this was popular.
Yeah.
That's
It
incredible.
was massively popular.
Yeah,
it wasn't just they were like
it was
Guns
the
N'
culture,
Roses. Yeah, they were like the Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses of new metal.
Yeah.
Like they were the band.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Deftones were just too weird to be like. I think they grew through time, became like the greatest new metal band of all time, but they were never the most popular.
I saw Deftones at what's it called? What's that thing called? Warped Tour, and it was.
I've seen them like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I've seen them at Warped Tour. I've seen them at Rock on the Range, but like
somehow,
but like seeing them at Warped Tour, like when everything else was so different because it's all like pop punk and Cherry Pop and Daddies were still part of that and shit, and then they just go up there and it was such a punch in the face compared to everything else that I'd seen that day, and I was like, I like this. And like I knew their stuff, but like seeing them live, like I was like a fan for life.
In a supremely garbage genre of music, they were easily the most creative and best band. I don't even know if there can be an argument to be made about it. Not to get like fucking snobby about it. No, I got stuck in, this is name dropping and shit, but I got stuck in a suite at the Cavs game. It was a playoffs game the first time LeBron was here, and Chino just showed up with like one of his roadies.
That's crazy.
Because one of my friends at the time worked for House of Blues, and she basically had to like show Chino a good time, which meant she just kind of shoveled him into the suite with me, all my friends. So I was like, no one else. I go, I know everyone might know who this dude is, but not everyone is losing their shit the way that I am. Where like the whole night was just me trying to knock Chris Farley out on him. Like, hey,
we're in that time.
You know, like when you were like,
awesome band.
you did that one song on White Pony with the guy from Tool, and then like he goes, roll the windows, and then like so like the game ended. He was cool, like he was real nice and shit, and like there was no attitudes, and we hung out all game and watched the game, and I think the Cavs won. And then we all left.
Nice.
And y'all are fucking feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
So Chino just follows us down the street to the bar we're going to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are we fucking partying with the Deftones tonight? And then like, because what I realized was he just like, this was just another night in the life where like he'd been touring for fucking half his life. And he's like,
not be bored.
Yeah, he's like, what am I gonna do? Sit out in the bus? And he's like, let's see. Like, we ended up at Boneyard, and then people were taking pictures with him and shit. And he was like drinking with us, and like, it was real cool. And then he had to stop back on the bus for some reason, so he let us go on the bus, and it was literally the rest of the Deftones just sitting around playing like Xbox, looking bored as shit. And then I was like, because I never got that band dream out of me, I was like, this is the coolest thing. And I could tell like all of them, they weren't annoyed, but you could tell they were so bored and they wanted nothing more than to play the show and to just go home. Yeah. But I was like, I wish I knew what this level of boredom was. Like, I wish I was so successful that this was my idea of being bored out of my mind. But he was cool. It was like awesome. All-time night of fucking hangouts.
That's a great moment for Cleveland, America.
Very cool.
Yes.
Thanks for checking out Cleveland, America.
Not a serious place.
That is all.